Okay, welcome back. So now we're back to stats and probs. So kung sa team mo last time, we've just done basic probability. Ngayon naman, another concept that you're going to learn in stats and probs are factorials. Okay? So tandaan mo kung sa team mo last time, we did basic probability, which is this. Ngayon, we are going to do concepts of factorials. Now, what are factorials? Factorials are numbers such that when you multiply, they will be descended, the factors will be multiplied and descended down to 1. Like for example, ganito. Like for example, nakita mo to, this is 5 factorial. Diba nakita mo kang exclamation point dito? In English grammar, that's an exclamation point. But in mathematical terms, they call this factorial. So when we say factorial, they are numbers that you multiply from the top number to the bottom number based on the number that you put here. Like for example, we have 5 factorial. So 5 factorial is equivalent to 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. See how the factors are being multiplied in descending order, starting from the number where you start with. And that's what you put on the number before the factorial. That is, 5 factorial. It starts with 5 and then it goes from 4, 3, 2, and 1. Yan. And that is how you're going to, that is factorial. Tama? So now you already know the rules of factorial. Now let's go back to our example. So in this example, letter number 11, it says here, for seating arrangements, kasi nga we use factorials when it comes to seating arrangements. And you will see why. Ganito kasi yun. For example, number 11, letter A, arranging 8 people to be seated linearly. Ayan, kasi nga these are one of the most popular examples or questions that your stats and probs teacher will ask you. Like for example, in how many ways can 8 people be seated in a line and can be formed in a line? In how many ways can this be done? Baka malay mo, to some people, of course naman, they would list down all the possible ways by writing it down on paper based on what they see. Pero that'll take even longer. And furthermore, baka malay mo, you might get a duplicate. However, ang sabi ni yung teacher ko, sabi ni Sir Erwin, there is a typical shortcut that you can do. Ganito kasi yun. Here's what I mean. Now, here's an example of a factorial method. So, let's say for example, you look at my Mario toys here. Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Bowser, and Bowser Jr. If you could imagine there are 8 people here, in how many ways can I arrange that? Of course, that's simply one arrangement. But there are many more ways on how we can arrange those things. Like for example, I can put Baby Mario here on the second, and then this one. Pero what you all this, if I were to do this, they'll take me even longer to do so. Pero how about let's try something easy? How about let's get muna the first 3 characters. Let's get Mario, Luigi, and Peach. If you look at these 3 characters, in how many ways can I arrange them? This is one arrangement, diba? Or pwede pa yung interswap ko yung dalawa. Para Mario, Peach, and Luigi. That's another way. Second way. Or let's try putting Luigi in the front. So this is 3. Diba? Interswap mo yung dalawa. So 4. Tama? And then let's put Princess Peach in the front. 5. And then interswap mo yung dalawa. 6. So 6 ways. Kaya nga, that is when factorials are used. Why is this so? Kasi let's say for example, if you're asked to choose 3, let's say for example, there are 3 slots. You choose one person among the 3. And then that would be your one person. Then, sa dalawang chairs, you have 2 options. Either Peach or Luigi. So let's say you want this one naman. For the last one, you just need one person na lang. And that's Luigi. And because this is end, so we have a multiplication law. So they're being multiplied together. So therefore, that's when factorial is needed. So therefore, that's equivalent to 3 factorial. Now going back to our example here, the one with the Mario toys whom you see here, this is equivalent to, what do you think is the answer? Of course, you list down all the possible ways if you want to. But it will take a long time. So therefore, we're gonna use the factorial method. So how we're gonna do that? Ganito kasi yun. So let's just imagine there are 8 slots here. Do you remember you have 8 slots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tama? Among the toys here, how many choices do you have? 8, diba? You can either choose Mario, Baby Mario, Peach, Daisy, Luigi, Baby Luigi, Bowser, or Bowser Jr. So let's say for example, yung sa unahan, I want to choose Luigi. So pwede ko ilagay si Luigi dito. Luigi. And that is 8. Tama? Now that Luigi has already been selected, we need to choose from the 7. 7 na lang yung pipiliin namin. Kasi nga, that's also factorial rule because that's also what you call with dependent variables, something that you cannot replace, which I will discuss in compound probability later on. So let's say, diba, remember you got na Luigi. Who should the second player be? Let's say, for example, kunin namin si Daisy. So yan, dalawa na tayo. So therefore, we have Daisy na here. Daisy. And we have 7 choices pa rin. Ngayon, ilan na tayong choices? Dahil may dalawa na tayo nag-uupo na, ilan na pwedeng possibility dyan? 6. So we can choose another one. Like for example, you got this one. Bowser Jr., di ba? So we put here Bowser Jr. from the 6 choices. So 6. And then we still have 5 more slots. Sino yung pipili namin sa 5? And that's why we have 5 possible choices. So 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Like for example, sa 5th chair, we put there the real Bowser. This one, si Peach. This one, si Mario. And then the babies. Diba? So yan, that's equivalent to 8 factorial. Dahil, kapag pinili tayo ng isang tao, the remaining choices will be the ones whom you're gonna put here. Kung sino yung susunod. Diba? Because they can interswap just like what I told you. So yan, like for example, we picked the 4th one. That's Peach. And then we got, Bowser. And then 3 more choices na lang. And then for the last 2 choices na lang. Either Baby Luigi, then wala ng choice. So last one na lang. So that's how it's meant to be done. Okay? So therefore, for number 11, the answer is 8 factorial. So yan. So for number 11, letter A, in how many ways can you arrange the 8 people? That is 8 factorial. You might be asking me why is it 40,320? Ganito kasi yun. Ito yung formula sa pagdagay ng factorial sa Microsoft Excel. Of course, you can simply do product of the numbers 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Tama? And doing that will still give you the same answer. But if you want the faster way, you can type fact, fact. If you click on fact, it returns a factorial of a number. You click on the fact that you see here, the fact, and then all you have to do is choose a number. Like we want 8 factorial. So that's the answer. So just what I put here, I put there 8 factorial. In how many ways can this be done? That is 8 factorial. Yan. Next, letter B. Sabi dito, 7 people are in a conference room such that there's a round table. Ayan, for circular permutation, or for circular factorials, they said that you have to subtract it by 1. Bakit ganito yun? Let's show it by using an example. My barkada here, I'm dating with 2 girls and then kasama si Luigi. In how many ways can this be done? Of course, if they are seated linearly, then that'll be 4 factorial. Ngayon naman, dahil circular permutation tayo, so therefore, kapag circular, we know that it's always, diba, circular permutation, kapag linear, it's always blank n factorial. Kapag circular, it's always n minus 1 factorial. Bakit minus 1? Ganito kasi yun. Diba remember, let's say for example, if the cycle were to start again, diba remember, if this one forms to be a circle, diba? We put them, oh my god, we put the toys like this. And it will still go back to Mario. Now, in case lang talaga, we did it this way. We put it here, Peach here, Luigi here, Mario here, and Daisy here. Although it may be a different perspective, but that's still the same seating arrangement. You're sitting beside the 2, Peach and Daisy. Diba? At tingnan mo, I'm sitting right next to my 2 Joas, diba? Or pwede naman if I were to sit on the 3rd chair and everybody interswaps, same point tayo. Tama? And then the last one, kapag ginawa ko dito, yun nga, another one. Hanggang we reach back to base. So that's why it's minus 1 factorial. Because you're going to subtract, you're going to divide whatever is the similarity. Okay? The same sitting perspective arrangement. Kasi nga, if it were linear, of course, ikaw, you have no one whom you can sit right next to, di ba? Let's say, for example, this is linear. Of course, we know that's 4 factorial, which is 24 ways. Pero this one, it's 4 minus 1 factorial. N refers to the number of people whom you see in the population. And then minus 1 because that's 3 factorial. Because we need to remove the how many ways can there be done if they were seated in that order, in that permutation. So divide by 4. And that is 6. Diba? So of course, if you were to do this is one way, diba? Let's say we do this, and then this one, and then this one, that's one way how this can be done. Diba? Or if you interswap, this is another way. Or they say now, another technique is this. You can sit the first person anywhere you want. And then it's up to the 3 how they're being arranged. That's how the 3 factorial is meant to be implied. So now the formula. So therefore, the answer is this. So at number 11b, it's 7 minus 1 factorial. 7 minus 1 is 6. And 6 factorial is 720. Yan. Next, letter C. There are only 6 chairs lined up in a row, but there are 14 people. Yan. That problem is a bit tricky. Pero, in how many ways can this be done? Ganito kasi yun. So let's assume there are 14 people here. And in that 14 people, we have 6 chairs. So let me draw the chairs for you. So meron tayong 6 na chairs. Diba? And there are 14 people. Tama? 14 na tao. So based on these 14 people, whom you see right there, clean it first. In how many ways can we arrange the 14 people such that there are only 6 chairs? Ganito kasi yung criteria. Going back to our Mario toys again. Diba Diba like for example, going back to our Mario toys, diba? So going back to our Mario toys, we have this one. There are 5 toys that we have here. So let's say our goal is to choose 3. In how many ways can we arrange those toys once we choose them? Ganito kasi yun. So let's say for example, ganito yun. So going back to the toys again, diba remember our goal is to choose 3 out of the 5. So therefore, thereby remember there are 3 slots. So let's say for example, we got Mario, Luigi. Of course, diba remember, we know naman, diba remember, if we were to seat 5 people in a line, that would be 5 factorial, tama? And 5 factorial is equivalent to 120, tama? So 120 different possible ways on how we can arrange them, tama? Pero, in this particular concept, we are using 5, ano yun, where we have 3 chairs. And, can you clean your nose first before you continue? Put down the phone first. You listen lang to music while waiting. Sige, wait lang ha. That's better. Okay, so now we have 5 people, diba? So we have Mario, diba? That's 5 people. So that's 5 times 4 times 3. So therefore, we have 5 people to choose from. So therefore, this is 5. Tama? And 4 people to choose from na lang. Let's say for example, you got the Bowser Jr. So, 4. Tapos, 3 na yung kailangan. So, Peach, 3. So, 5 times 4 times 3. 5 times 4 is 20. Times 3 is 60. If we are to arrange this, diba remember this is one arrangement. Tama? So, this is 1. And then, we put interswap 2. Then, we put them here, 3. Interswap 4. Tapos is 1, 5, and 6. Diba? And did you know in combination, if we do 5C3, that's equivalent to 10. So, multiply by 10, so that's 60. Of course, I will show you how to do this, pero that might take a long time. So, that's the formula. So, yun ang formula sa permutation. So, let's say, for example, there are 14 people. Ang formula dito ay ganito. There are 14 people in the population, so you start with 14. Dahil may 14 tao na pabiliin. And then, you have 13. Tama? And then, 12, 11, 10, 9, and 8. Tama? Then, you multiply all the numbers together. Or, in short, you can apply the formula called the... Clean your nose first before you continue. You can apply the formula called the NPR. Which N stands for number of people, while R stands for representatives. Diba? Representative. Tama? Because to some people, they might be baffled. What does N and R got to do with it? tandaan mo, N stands for number. Number of people in the population. While R stands for representatives. Like for example, di ba remember your Mario toys? The ones who might have in the character selection, those are what you call the people who might in the population or in the game. Pero R stands for representatives. Sino yung makasali? Because when we say a representative, like for example, di ba remember in school, a teacher needs a representative to demonstrate. So representative, ibig sabihin one who is chosen. Right? So that's R, representative. Now, the NPR formula goes like this. Tandaan mo yung NPR is equivalent to N factorial minus N minus R factorial. Di ba? So let's say for example, di ba remember we have 14 factorial dito. And then we have 14 minus 8 factorial. Did you know that 14 minus 8 is equivalent to 6 factorial? Tama? And then when we write this in expanded form, we will do 14 times 13 times 12 times 11 times 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 factorial. And this simply divides out with the, ano yun? Yeah, 6 factorial pala. The 8 factorial. So the 8 factorial, they cancel. And we're just left to 14 times 13 times 12 times 11 times 10 times 9. So yan. So that's the concepts of factorials. Okay? Now you already know this one. Very easy. That's how you do the and that's what you call permutation. Permutation such that the order matters. To type the permutation formula in Excel, ganito kasi yun. Okay. So that 2,116,160 pertains to the permutation. So permutation of 14 and 6. So di ba remember permutation, you type there per mu. Di ba remember you type there P per mu. And then permute returns the permutation of a number. And that is permutation. Like for example, we choose number, the number in the population. Like for example, the number chosen is ano yun? Di ba kanina 5. And then comma, representatives 3. So we're supposed to get 60. Yan. Di ba? That is how permutation goes. If you're going to type the formula manually, this is the formula that you're gonna have to use. Pero, since you have Microsoft Excel, just type permu and this will compute everything on your behalf. Okay? Now let's go to number 12. For number 12, di ba remember this is your, ano yun? Your topic. Wait lang ah. Now let's go to this item. Number 12, we have racers in Mario Kart Wii. Racers crossing the finish line. In how many ways can this be done? You know when you play Mario Kart Wii? Yaha! Do you know when you play Mario Kart Wii? There are 12 racers who are going to race. Yay! 12 racers! Let's race! Yup, there are 12 racers. So how many ways can this be done such that the racers are crossing the finish line? And that's 12 factorial. Bakit 12 factorial? Because, di ba remember sabi ko sa'yo, it depends no matter what's the order. At kapag nagtapos na yung tao, 11 tao na lang, minus 1. So that's 12 factorial, which is the answer here. So factorial of 12. Yan. Next, number 2. What if, the second question is, if 4 racers must be convoyed with each other? Ayan, do you remember when I play Mario Kart Wii? We also have mga convoyders. Convoyders sa paglalaro. When we say convoyders, yung mga, ano yun? Yung mga tagasunduin sa'yo. So, when we say, okay, like the 4 racers must be convoyed with each other. Like, for example, di ba remember sa Mario Kart Wii, remember what happened yesterday? I played with Mario, Baby Mario, and Daisy. Tapos kasama rin si Baby Daisy. Dati. Okay, like, di ba remember, these are my first 4 convoyders. So, di ba remember, if they have to go together, that is the one with the condition. So, to do this, di ba remember, that is what you call the conditional statement in factorials. So, let's say, for example, di ba remember, let's go back to our, ano yun, to our criteria. Let's say we arrange these people. There's Baby Peach, Daisy, there's Peach, Baby Daisy, Baby Mario, and Mario. We know that 5 factorial is the answer to this problem. Now, let's say, for example, if the Marios were to stay together, in how many ways can this be done? Of course, the 2 Marios must stay with each other. So that is already considered one group. Then Peach, Daisy, Peach, and Baby Daisy. Now, yan. So therefore, you can start the condition first. So Baby Mario and Mario, they can interswap. So that's 2 factorial. And then, Di ba remember there are 3 more? So that's 3 factorial you can group. Pero the group needs to move. So therefore, di ba remember this is 2 factorial. The 2 Marios must sit right next to each other. And then this one, this is 3 factorial. Tama? And then how many times they have to shift? Like for example, Mario and Baby Mario, they can sit here. So that is another way. 2. And then they can interswap here. So tatlo. And then this one is 4. Tama? So that's the formula whenever you have permutation such that you have groups aligned with each other. The formula is fact of con, that means the condition, times fact of non-condition, yung walang condition, times shift. In how many ways can they shift? Like for example, the condition is that 2 Mars need to sit right next to each other, so that's 2 factorial. Then the girls, that's 3 factorial. And then, di ba remember, yung how many times they shift, it's 4 times. So 2 factorial times 3 factorial times 4. We know 2 factorial is 4. 3 factorial is, ano yun? 2, 6, then 4. This becomes 48. Tama! There are 48 ways on how this can be done, such that the 2 Mars must be sat right next to each other. So yan. So that is the factorial method, di ba? So now we have 4 factorial times 9 factorial. Or you can do 8 factorial times 9. Kasi nga 8 factorial times 9 is still the same because 9 factorial times 8 is 9 times 8 factorial is the same as 9 factorial. Because 9 factorial is 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 until so on. So that's the correct answer. Di ba remember factorial of 4, ibig sabihin the one with the condition implied. That is the 4 racers being convoyed with each other. And then, the 9 racers, kahit anong yung order dyan. And that is 9 factorial. 9, di ba? Because how many ways they can shift? The other racers, that's 8 factorial. And then, how many times they can shift? That is times 9. Di ba? So, yan. And last but not least, letter C, participating in the award ceremony after the race. Of course, di ba remember there's first, second, and third. We know that's 12P3. So 12 times 11 times 10. And your answer is supposed to be 1,320. If we are to do this, you will still yield the same answer. Gets? So yan. So yun, di ba? This is my other solution. How am I gonna do this? Factorial of 4, the one with the condition. Factorial of 8, no condition. And how many times they shift. And that's the answer. Okay? We do the product of everything. Next, number 13. Let's go to number codes. For the sake of number codes, di ba remember this is number codes that I'm going to tell you. Tama? So for number codes, how many 4-digit numbers can you make? Ayan. This one is also one of the most popular stats and probs questions that they will give you. How many 4-digit numbers can you make? So this one, di ba remember, let's write it on paper. So going back to the numbers, so di ba remember you have 4 numbers? 2, 3, and 4. Tama? So it says here, how many 4-digit numbers can you make? Ano yung mga digit na numbers? We have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tama? Yung 1 to 9, those are kasama yung 0, that is a digit. Pero if we were to put 0 in the digit, in the first one, di ba remember this the thousands? So that is not counted. You know why? Because if 0 were put here, that is considered automatically, ano yun? That is considered a 3-digit number. Di siya 4-digit. Kasi ang gusto namin, ang number na 4-digit. Like for example, di ba remember from 0, if you do counting principle, 0, let's say for example to some students, if they first learn this, they will say, how many 4-digit numbers can you make? They'll go like 0 to 100, 0 to 999, that can't be done. Actually, I remember during that time when I started my career in stats and probs, that's exactly how I felt din. I started doing 0, 0 does not count, 1 does not count, 2 does not count, because all of these are not counted as 4-digit numbers. Not until the time you reach 1,000, then that is considered a 4-digit number. 1,000 is simply a 4-digit number. And then we go from 1,001, 1,002, 1,003, 1,004, 1,005, 1,006, and so on. Hanggang 1,010. Up to 9,999. And then by the time we reach 9,999, that is where it will stop. So we start from 9,999 minus 1,000, and then we subtract that. We're supposed to get 8,999 ways. Pero kasama yung 1,000, so therefore that's 9,000. So therefore, that's how many 4-digit numbers can we make. From 1,000 to 9,999, that is 9,000 ways. Pero if we are going to do it in multiplication method, ganito kasi yung paraan. Diba, remember, for the first slot, our digit must not be 0. Because if the digit were 0, then that will be not counted as a 4-digit number. So therefore, how many digits that we have such that we can make 4-digit numbers? And that's from 1 to 9. So 9. Tama. And then, for the second slot, how many digits can we use? We have 10 digits now. So times 10. And then for the third 10 pa rin tayo. And for the last 10. Then we multiply to get our answer. So 10 squared, 10 cubed, that is 1,000 times 9 is 9,000. And that's the answer that you're supposed to get here. Tama? Next, number 2. 4-digit number such that the last digit should be an odd number. Ayan. That's the one with the condition. To some students who do not know that multiplication principle yet, or they would rather use counting principle, they will always do it like this. Like for example, they remember 4-digit number such that the last digit must be an odd number. So they would do from 1,000 to 9,999. And then based on the number of ways they computed, they do it 9,000 divided by 2. Because diba, remember, they have to get the odd numbers, diba? And that'll be 4,500 ways. Let's see if doing the multiplication method will be done. So ganito kasi yun. Looking back at our numbers right here, of course, diba, remember, how many 4-digit numbers can we make? Looking from 0 to 9, of course, for the first slot, 9 again. Because 0 does not count. It should start from 1 up to 9. Tama? For the second number, how many digits can we use? 10. Diba? 10. For the third, 10 again. Pero sabi dito, the last digit must be an odd number. And how many odd numbers do we have? We have 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Those are the 5 odd numbers. So times 5. So tama. 10 squared, that is 100. Times 5, 500. Times 9, 4,500. So tama. We still get the same answer of both. Either we do it the counting principle method or we do the multiplication principle method. And at Microsoft Excel, we are supposed to get the same answer D. Next, letter C. 5-digit numbers such that the repetition is not implied. Ayan. Diba, remember, just like what I told you sa number 11 and 12, when we choose characters, repetition is not allowed. Pero, dito naman sa number 13, because we're talking about number codes or number play, sometimes it depends upon the question kung may repetition na may implied or repetition does not imply. Like for example, di ba remember sa number 1 at 2, sa number 13, di ba remember there's repetition that is implied. Repetition is implied for that particular matter. So therefore, we can do exponent. Kasi nga they say daw, exponent is used when you're doing independent variables such that they are meant to be repeated. Pero if not repeated, factorial. To explain further, we use exponents kapag repeat. And we use factorials kapag non-repeat. Yan. Like for example, di ba yung may choose sa Mario Toy? Do you think we can repeat the same character? Of course, you cannot unless bumalik yung Mario Toy dyan at saka select tayo ulit. Pero in general naman ganun. Pero in numbers, we can repeat that. So going back to our example, number 5, number C, 5-digit numbers such that the repetition is not implied. 5-digit numbers. Diba remember sa 5-digit number, look at this. Of course, we will still apply the factorial method. That's correct. Pero ang sabi dito, it's a 5-digit number. Of course, for the first slot, we cannot add 0 here. Because if we were to use the number 0, that does not count. So therefore, what are we going to do here? We look at the digits from 1 to 9, and of course, we see 9 numbers that we can use here. Now, sabi dito, since numbers cannot repeat, let's say for example, gumamit tayo ng 3. So, wala na si 3 dyan. So for the second, you can choose either 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Kahit alin dyan, except the number that you chose earlier. So times another 9. Because, exclude tayo ng 3. And then for the next, we have 8. Dahil dalawa na yung napili, di ba? And then 7 times 6. So yan. That is the answer. And we're supposed to get 27,216. And then for the last one, letter D, sabi dito, 6-digit number such that whose value in the thousandth place can only use the numbers 5 and 0. And moreover, the numbers cannot repeat. So that's exactly the top problem. So in order for you to do this, ganito kasi yung paraan. So di ba remember you have 6-digit numbers, di ba? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Di ba remember this is 100,000s, 100,000s, 10,000s, thousands, hundreds, tens, ones. Di ba? So sabi dito, 6-digit numbers whose value in the thousandth place can only use the numbers 5 and 0. Of course, for 5 and 0, there are 2. So 2 ways. And then for the 100,000s, of course, you can't use 0. So let's say for example, kung gumamit tayo ng 5 dito, therefore the 5 here does not count. We can't use the 5 here, we can't use the 0. So therefore, if we use 0 here, sa dito, so therefore we have 9. Tama? 9. So therefore, this is 9, di ba? So let's say for example, gumamit tayo ng 0 dito, this will be 9. And then 8, then 7, 6, then 5. Tama? Or let's say for example, gumamit tayo ng 5 dito. That is if it were 0. Now, if 5 were here, let's say for example, nandito si 5. So therefore, this is 1. Tama? 5 is here, so therefore this is 1 na lang. Let's say the 1 is 0. Then this will be the 5. Now let's say this one will be our 5. So therefore this one will be 8, then times 7, times 6, times 5, times 4. If 5. Then we add them all up. We multiply everything all together, then we add them up. Ganito kasi yung solution sheet ko. So here's my solution sheet in Excel. So to look at my solution sheet, diba remember this is the tens, the hundreds, the thousands, so yan. So diba remember dito we have 9 times 10 times 10 times 1. Then we multiply them together, we get 9,000. We multiply by the product. This time naman, sa iba naman, kapag divide by 5, even. Then this one, diba remember, it should be a 5-digit number such that the numbers cannot repeat. Diba? So diba remember my 9 possibilities. So yan. Did we get the same answer? Yes, then we multiply them together to get this answer. And then last but not least, diba remember kapag yung huli, we have 2. Diba? And then we have 8 for 100,000, then 8. Let's say if 0 were chosen. And then hundreds, then thousands, when we multiply them together, we should get, ano yun? 26,800. Now let's say for example, if we were to do it something like this. 9, 8, diba remember this is 5, 1, 7, 6, 5. Or we can do 8, 7, 1, 6, 5, and 4. Tama? Then we just type product of everything. Wait lang ha. Okay. So we go back here. Then we get the product of both of these numbers. Diba? That's the answer that we're supposed to get. Then we bring this upwards. Then we sum. Do you think you will still get the same answer? If we were to do so, we will get a different sum. Pero at least naman, it's still worth it. Okay? So yan. That's another solution that you can do.